Hello, YouTube. It is I, PanickedNess, and we are here to. We are here to try out Date Z. So shout out to Mass Creations for the developers and the publisher. We Dig Games, and we have to find a date by Friday, or in order to survive a deadly virus outbreak. So that's it. That's what we have to do. So I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. I think that'll be good. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So like I said, we have to find a date by Friday in order to survive a deadly virus outbreak. So every choice we make matters. And it's like those really cool books back in the day where, like, you know, you can influence the decision of the story play. So this is what we're going to do. So we're just going to get started. My name is PanickedNess. I'm a charity streamer for Extralife. We raise money for our local children's hospitals. And over on YouTube, I play video games and just enjoy the heck out of it. So we have a rat infected with what becomes known as that pathogen has escaped into Massville High. By Friday, March 28th, 2015, the first serious outbreak will occur. Massville High is the high school you attend. You must get yourself a date by Friday. Okay. So, simple, right? We're gonna just get... Okay. The alarm clock in your room does its best to keep you from missing your first day of school. Oh. A smooth and oddly smoky feminine voice slides out from your radio. Salutations and good morning, Massville High. It's 6:47 on this crisp Monday morning of the rest of your life. A new school week is starting, and we have a few groovy transfer students joining the herd today. That's you, one of the groovy transfer students joining the school today mid-semester. Let's show them a traditional Massville High welcome, some light hazing and a general indifference. This is Ariana Graves coming to you from Massville High's own pirate radio station, Free Radio MH 96.3, on your dials on a 5-block radius around campus. As if it wasn't weird enough that the school was built on an old Air Force base. Now, cool cats, I've got to stop giving you the scoop on the daily jive so I can make sure I can make it to class. The rest of you should do the same. A sleepyhead ends up dead. Oh, okay. The way she hits the word dead sends a shiver down your spine. You check the clock. 6:50. Classes start at 7:30, so there's actually time for some more shut-eye. Isn't that the truth? We're going to hit the snooze because that's how we are in real life. Something about what the girl on the clock radio said gets inside your head. You can't sleep. You roll out of bed, your clothes set out already. You're able to be on your way in only about a minute. You spend a few more making sure you don't look like you just rolled out of bed. Now it's time to meet the other students. Your first period is waiting. F101 in room A15, French class. Oh gosh, okay. Massville High, a school built on an old military airbase. The buildings, the dorms you just left, and just about everything else are renovated military buildings. Built in 1942, Massville Air Base was technician field for the Pacific Northwest. The military closed it down in 1993. In 1998, the land was leased from the federal government, making use of the previously unattended and dilapidated military air base's infrastructure. Massville High was founded. Some of the buildings look quite normal. However, at the center of campus, the old control tower stands up in the fog like a lighthouse. It feels like someone is watching you from it as you make your way to class. Madame Bouvier. Bonjour, mon vieux. I don't know how to say that. Mon vieux monsieur. I don't even... Exactly. But I can't say all these words. L'enfer sieste les autres... I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I've only had a few semesters of French. Bonjourni. Bonjour, Professor Louis Fab. I don't know what's happening. There, we'll do that. I should hope not. I hope you will stay for some time. Huh? You are the new student. Choose your seat. I might suggest Madame Bouvier, the French teacher. She comes off very French, which to a young man like yourself generally means confusing and oddly sexually charged. Oh, okay. She points to a specific seat. Trust me, mon vieux. This is the one. What the heck? Is that I'm not saying that right. Something in her eyes lets you know she's not joking. It's probably the fact that she's the teacher. So you sit. Okay. As the students start to trickle in, the teacher starts her introduction. Salut, je m'appelle Madame Bouvier. Enchant. I'm gonna say it. I am Madame Bouvier, your French teacher, for what may very well be the rest of your lives. The teacher is hard to focus on as girls start to enter the class. You'd always heard that the French class made up almost entirely of cute girls. Well, okay. At your last, I never knew that. At your last school, that had not been the case. It had been 13 boys and the old, very egg-shaped Professor Chapelon, who wasn't even French. He'd been Dutch or something. Each girl seemed to get their own moment as they came in and took their seats, each of them taking a seat directly around you. Remember what we've been practicing. Introduce yourselves. À la France. Salut, je m'appelle Vivi. Puis crainte de souffrir. Elle souffert déjà de ce cool cran. I can't say crane? The first girl that comes through speakers with the confidence of someone fluent in the language. No one likes a show-off, Vivi, and Jean de la Fontaine is a hack. The second girl marches in with confidence. Je m'appelle Alicia. Is that all? Oh, le bret que de crimes on comment in un nom. The generic teenage rage angst rolls off of her. Just sit, my young revolutionary. Je m'appelle Patty, Miss Bouvier. I smashed my diorama for the 5th period and I really want to try and fix it. Something about the third girl is so weirdly wholesome. Maybe it's the way she seemed to think m'appelle rhymes with my apple. Sit down, Patty. Yes, Madame Bouvier, right. Je m'appelle Belle. Madame Bouvier, I've heard rumors that the last of the 4, she's intense, like she's trying to play a newsroom correspondence on an old sitcom. Sit down, Belle. The rumors, though, suggest that you and... Sit down, Belle. We have French to learn. I will note that you refuse to answer. 4 girls each sit around you. The cardinal directions, you enter the center. Your French teacher gives you a bit of a smirk. Now, last week we were talking about the French dentist who left this written on the Mona Lisa. She writes out LHOOQ on the board. Oh! Vivi raises her hand, waving it back and forth. However, she doesn't even wait to be called on. Elle a chou al cool. It sounds like Elle a chad a cool. She is correct. This is a French pun. It means a burning in her bum. Oh my gosh. However, a better translation is she has a fire below, as the man who made the pun intentionally famous explained. He's suggesting that even though you can't see it, there is a deep burning sexual fire deep inside this. And every woman, this was important because at the time, the teacher keeps talking as other students come in introducing themselves. However, it feels like a small little world quickly envelopes around you. VVQ always trying to show off. Just because I read and you don't. Oh, read and you don't. Alicia reads comic books probably. Alicia mostly reads romance novels. Ha! Kettle Black. I had one of those books with the hunky guy on the cover laying around. You what? You brought a book like that to school? Which one? So you're the new kid, right? It takes a few moments for you to realize that she was talking to you. In fact, all 4 girls are staring right at you suddenly. Yes, I'm the new student. That much is pretty obvious. Welcome to Bouvier's class. She's great. I think she's sleeping with a gym teacher. Oh, that's a little bit of tea. Okay. All right. Ha! He wishes. She's nice, but often in her own little world, says the queen of the airheads. At least I'm queen of something instead of what? Are you Steve McQueen? Yeah, if he was a badass instead of a bitch boy. Oh my god. I need to find a new scoop to write about. Something or someone interesting. Looking for a new victim? If you find one, ask if he knows anything about model building and glue. I keep gluing my fingers together and it's really annoying. Nail polish remover will dissolve that. See, the chemical acetone acts as an organic solvent. Baby Q, no one asked you. Those girls seem like a fun bunch to be around with. They keep going on about stupid stuff. Too bad you're not involved anymore. This is quite enough, all of you. Please focus on the lesson at hand. Well, tell them to go sit down. As I was saying, the way that sexuality and art intersects is as close as humanity comes to divine. The rest of the class is not boring. However, you don't think you ended up learning any French or much of anything else. That's fair. That's fair. This wasn't a good first day. In fact, it was terrible. You failed to make any friends or leave any impression whatsoever. The only person who actually noticed you roaming around the school pointlessly was your French teacher. Ah, mon Dieu, there you are. She grabs you by the shoulders and looks at you seriously. Okay, hello, yes, hi. I cannot help but notice that a young man such as yourself seems to be avoiding the attention of the mademoiselles. Mademoiselles, is that right? Young people should get to know one another. You may be surprised at how far it is to make friends when you are older. That is not a lie. Actually, it's not that it's hard to make friends, it's that we choose not to make friends, I feel like. Anyhow, life can be quite sad if you stay in your own little bubble. But c'est la vie. Some people prefer to be part of the crowd. She pats you on the shoulder and heads off like she's giving you some kind of wisdom or something. You aren't very impressed. 1 week later. Whoa! Why is he biting? Hold on. Excuse me. Why are we biting people? We have to, did you learn nothing in kindergarten? Oh my gosh. After a week of keeping your head down and just trying to fit into your new school, there's a zombie outbreak. This is so sudden. A zombie outbreak, and you're torn apart in front of the same girls you didn't seem interested to getting to know. Your last thought is, you have no idea if this is ironic or not, or just know that it sucks. Is your French teacher laughing at you? You kind of hope she dies next. Wow, you guys, we went from like da 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 to like screaming. I found it. It's real. I knew it. I just hope I have enough time. I guess time isn't a big issue, as I think if this works. Okay, where are we going? You've unlocked time travel. Now you can take a step back in the dialogue or rewind to one of the previous encounters. Okay. All right. It is March 23rd, 2015, Monday, 6:47. A school day. Wait, did I just... A rat infected will be known as the... Wait, did I die? Did I die? Is that... Okay, wait, what? Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're not gonna... Okay. Okay. We're getting up. I already did the other one. Interesting. Okay, so I may have already died and did not get a date. So there's that. Okay, so we get out of bed. You roll out of bed. Your clothes set out already. You're able to be on your way in only about a minute. You spend a few more making... Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, now we're going to French class, you guys. Apparently there's something here very important that I messed up already. And I don't speak French. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, I don't know what that... Bonjour, professeur. Tu es faible et unver? I don't know what that is. You should not say such things to a woman of a marrying age, and certainly not in peacetime. Huh? You are the new student. Choose your seat. Excuse me. I might suggest... Wait, okay. She points to a specific seat. Trust me, mon bière. This one. Okay. Something in her eyes lets you know she's not joking. It's probably the fact that she's a teacher. So, you sit. As the students start to... Okay. Salut, je m'appelle Madame Bouvier. Enchantée de te rencontrer. I am Madame Bouvier, your French teacher, for what may very well be the rest of your lives. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, there's a lot of talking. Okay. Okay, they're all of their... It takes a few moments for you to realize that she was talking to you. In fact, all four girls are... we're going to say the teacher is kind of weird, isn't she? You don't know the half of it. Once she did a whole class on belly dancing, outfit and all, claiming it was a cultural right of hers, thanks to some kind of racist mumbo jumbo about a World's Fair. Oh my gosh. That was not my favorite day. I thought it was rad. I think she's sleeping with the gym teacher. Okay, we're gonna skip this. Okay. Okay, we didn't die. We're making it past. I told you, get out of the way. Did you not hear me? Angry with rage, you matched right up to her. What was that? Uh-oh. My killer spike. There is no defense other than your face, apparently. Uh-oh. I bet your face could stop a lot of things. Oh, we're fighting. I bet your face could stop a lot of things. Are you calling me ugly? Was I? Okay. The PE teacher. Okay, that's enough, both of you. Now apologize, shake hands, and fight, and find a team. Elisa shakes your hand and stares at you the whole time in a way that is surprisingly intimidating. Her grip is really strong, too. Sorry, the ball went wild. I was aiming for the back corner. Her apology sounds genuine. Huh? Yeah, okay. After that, PE class goes as normal. Until a volleyball bounces off the side of your head painfully. I thought I said, out of the way, squeaker. The grin on Alicia's face is friendly, though. So is her tone. It takes a moment for you to realize that the ball had hit a lot softer than the first one as well. The rest of class goes smoothly. Okay, so we didn't die. As you can see, there's no biting. Okay, so we've made good decisions so far. Passing through the main campus after PE, everything seems to have gone pretty. Oh, smash! You turn just in time to slam into another. Oh no! Okay. The young woman had been half running along, holding the diorama up and out, and it's clear that the diorama took the brunt of the attack. It had probably been a wind farm before the collision. Now it looked more like a diorama of a smashed bunch of cardboard. Oh no! We're gonna stop to help her. You bend down to help her to pick up the pieces. I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how it crumpled like this. I thought it was sturdier than this. Let me help you. Oh, thanks. A true gentleman. Despite how annoying it must be to have her obvious class project smashed, she seems very happy to have the help. The two of you collect the very sticky and very broken bits of plastic, cardboard, and plaster. What did this used to be? A wind farm. A tiny one. A tiny fake one. I mean, kind of. I put a lot of work into this. She gets a dark look as she stares at the remains of her diorama. I'm supposed to give a presentation on green power. The whole thing even spun. I spent a lot of time on this. Like, a lot. Hours. I don't even know. I mostly worked on it while watching TV. She takes a deep breath and stares at the broken wreckage of her work. This is horrible. As the two of you stack up the debris, your hands bump. She looks away as they do, as if not wanting to meet your eyes. Well, mostly horrible. Why is the music changed? Why we got this music? The smile you get from Patty makes this momentary embarrassment from having crushed the diorama worth it. Okay. Well, hello, Patty. Oh, and now we have a map, you guys. Okay. All right. Now what? What's this? We're gonna go there. I hope it. Okay. You peek into the gym during the break. Kids seem to be mostly using the PE gear to play around. At first, you thought they were playing dodgeball, but they just seem to be doing lots of things with the balls, mostly throwing them at each other. Hey, new kid, the PE teacher calls out for you, then checks his notebook. Right, they didn't give me your name. Why do I always get last week's sheets? Did you know we've won 3 straight state volleyball championships? Are you telling me this for some kind of reason? Do you care what I have to say, or are you just talking to... Right, let's see. Are you telling me this? The coach does not even slow down as he talks over you. His practice at shouting teenagers is clearly top-notch. I want it to be 4 so badly. Alicia, she's my chance. She's the key. If only she wasn't so volatile. He turns and stares into the trophy case. There seems to be an empty spot next to the 3 other trophies. I need this. I need this to make sure people remember me after I'm gone from this school. They'll look in this trophy case and think, that coach got 4 of those. You don't have anything to add, though you do wonder if he's having a midlife crisis. Whatever you do, new kid, don't get into teaching. It seems good. Summer's off, steady pay. Get to hang out at school all day. No one notices. No one cares. Sensing that none of this is pertinent to you, you back out of the gym slowly. Agreed. I also agree that none of that had anything to do with me. You decide to climb over the tower. You saw someone up there and they look like a student. If they can do it, you can. It's a lot taller than you thought it would be. It takes a bit to climb. And as you reach the top, you don't see anyone. You were sure you saw someone up here before. Maybe you imagined it. However, you think you see what looks like the science teacher having a heated argument with a student across campus near the science labs. Not as interesting as someone being up here. The view is great, but you eventually head back down. Oh gosh. Who are we going to run into now? This one? You decide to hang out with Bo while she works on her stories. So what's she working on? A real humdinger of a story. It's about the top rivalries at our school. Well, it's a whole series I've been doing. Massville High's massive rivalry problem. I haven't gotten the name of the series yet, but I have 2 pieces done and I'm working on this one here about Vivica and Jill. 2 of Massville's High's best students that have been at each other's throats for weeks. She checks her notes. A week at least. I've been following it for a week. I think it went longer than that. Vivica, Vivi, as the source prefers to be called, thinks that Jill is being taken advantage of by our science teacher. She's probably not wrong, but she's also jealous. Why do you care about all this? Care? About what? This whole thing you're talking about. It's news. 2 of Massville High's best and brightest are having a tiff, and a teacher who might be overstepping his bounds is in the middle. It's got everything: love, hate, friendship, fighting, and someone who's abusing his power. It's clear that last one is the part that really bothers her. If there's one thing I dislike, it's someone who takes advantage of their power and they have over people who don't have any. I think the key to cracking this whole case wide open. Val hits the end of her pen as she gets an intense look on her face, is finding out what Professor Evans is really up to. After that, she gets a bit far off look. The school's a power keg and he's giving off sparks. Let me say that again. The school's a powder keg and he's giving off sparks. You feel the silence after that goes on for a moment. Not along. Like what she said was cool. Let's do this. Someone has to douse him before it's too late. Exactly. She gives you a devil may-care smile as she packs up. I'm going to eavesdrop at the teacher's lounge. Don't follow me, kid. You cramp my style. She tips her hat to you before heading off. Wait, we completed the first romance scene with okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're gonna stop here. So as you can see, don't do it like the first time I did it, because we died after, I think, on the first day of school. So we don't want that. So now we're making progress here. And so the whole thing is to get to know these characters and I guess try to get a date, because if you see what happens, if they don't want to be your friend, you're going to die. So be friends with people or you're going to die. That's the moral of the story. I'm just kidding. That's not it. But I really like the novel style. Of course, I'm always going to be a fan of comic book style stuff. So I like that. The music is nice. And you get to kind of this is basically what this reminds me of. It's those books that you got to choose your endings. And this is what you get video game style. So on like a rainy day, probably like playing something like this in a corner on your favorite beanbag in bed, just kind of just getting all cozied in. We have winter coming. This would be a great storyline. And the excitement is you're going to die. So don't die, because we already saw what happens when you make all of the wrong decisions day one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, my name's PanickedNess. And thank you so much to Mass Creation, the developer and publisher We Dig Games. Until we meet again on another adventure, YouTube, I will see you soon.